Hi, Not Survivors Travelers. It's Olivia.
It's Eric.
We are a week removed
We're
from
back.
sailing the biggest cruise ship currently in the world.
It
The
was
world, the
massive.
world, the world.
The world, you say.
That's what they
Bum,
say.
bum, bum.
Yeah, it's Royal Caribbean Star of the Seas. This was our first Royal Caribbean cruise that we've ever been on. So we kind of set the bar pretty high, I feel like. Um,
Yeah, it's going to be really hard to go to a smaller ship after that.
I mean, yeah. I definitely prefer a smaller ship, but I did not hate the
Oh,
ship.
what?
I
What?
didn't. I didn't.
What?
Like, as those of you know from previous videos, I was very apprehensive and I did not want to like this ship. I didn't want to like the experience, and I enjoyed it.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. And I don't know if it was a lot of fun because it was different or if it was a lot of fun because it was ginormous, or I don't know. What do you think?
I think that there was a lot going on um, with the ship. I think they were still learning a little
Yeah, oh
bit
yeah.
too. There was still a lot of there's still a lot of people trying to figure out what their job was.
I mean, we were sailing number 3 and 4
Total. Ever.
total. Like we were number 3, number 4. Lulu wants to talk in the mic. Um, yeah, since we did the back to back, and I have to say, I mean, and you even said when we were sitting there, after like reboarding, cruise number 1, our 4 night that we had to start with, was a totally, excuse me, hiccup, totally different vibe
Totally different vibe.
than the 3 day. Not that it was a bad, it was just different.
It was a lot more controlled. I felt like on the 4 night than the 3 night.
Yes. But then we found out also on the 3 night that it's because the 4 night didn't have as many people on it. So
Yeah,
it
it
wasn't
wasn't
as
completely
it
full,
wasn't
which I
completely
thought it
full.
was.
The third night you could
The
I could
3 night you
feel
could definitely
I could
feel the
feel the
people.
people on board for sure. So that was a little bit interesting, as far as navigating things got to be. I mean, it was still easy to do, but it became a little bit more challenging that we had to wait a little bit longer. But it wasn't anything that I felt was like I was uncomfortable or it was a game changer. For serious, Lulu.
I think just getting on the ship in general was a little bit different.
Yeah.
We're used to walking into the atrium. We're used to walking into this massive ballroom style um, ship, and this one they just dropped you into what looked like a mall.
Yes. I mean, the atrium is the pearl. I mean, that's what it is. It's a pearl. It looks like a golf ball that has like rotating panels and different colors and says Star of the Seas, and it's gorgeous. It's really cool. But that's, yeah, it's a mall because that's where like the Starbucks cafe is. That's where the
They had
Pearl
the bag shop
Cafe,
there.
the bags. There was a makeup, like a Sephora type thing, but it wasn't Sephora.
They had the Latin uh, club.
Yeah.
They had
Then an
the
English pub,
English pub. They
the
had
dueling
the dueling
pianos,
pianos.
the
They had
karaoke.
karaoke
Yeah.
there. They had
And the pizza.
Sorrento, the pizza place.
The pizza place. Not my favorite pizza. Though I have to say, the first day we walked in, because we were so hungry by that point too. Like that was the first spot we went. We're like, oh, there's nobody here. Let's go get pizza. So we got pizza and we both like stuffed it in our face so fast. We're like, this is delicious. And then we sat there and thought about it and we're like, was it though? Was it? Come to find out, we had better pizza later in the cruise. We'll cut to that later.
Much better
Much
pizza.
better pizza.
Whew, so
Yeah,
much better.
so much better. But yeah, that was kind of a, and we got our we you could get to your rooms at 1:30, which was nice that it was early because we got on the ship for about 12:30. So it was
Yep.
nice to be able to go have some pizza, go have a drink real quick, and then figure out the soda system, like the drink system as far as that goes, because we had to go to the bar to go get our soda cups because we didn't purchase a drinks package like with alcohol and beer, but we did purchase the soda package, on both sections of the
Yep.
cruise. Um, and for us, that was fine because even as is, like I maybe only ordered a drink a day. That was it.
Yeah, the
Sometimes two.
alcohol we really didn't use
It
enough to make it make sense.
No, like the first cruise I spent maybe like $107, I think is what I tallied up, even with like my Starbucks orders and stuff. Like what was included with our soda was, and even I was surprised what was included at like the I want to call it a quick service, but I know that's not what the self-serve areas,
Yeah,
like because
just quick grab and
yeah,
go. Yeah,
because there was like lemonade there, there was fruit punch. It was very watered down fruit punch, but it was fruit punch. They had like a strawberry kiwi.
strawberry kiwi. Yep.
Was that any good? Did you have that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, I tried them all because
Okay.
that's what I do.
What did you think?
It was all right. It definitely felt like it was more of a watered down iced tea
Gotcha.
than an actual fruit drink, but
Which is the other thing they had there was like an iced tea
they did have
also,
iced tea, and then they also had
coffee.
orange juice at different times of the day.
Oh, see, good to know. See, I was never awake during those times.
No, you weren't. Those are the times where I go out and venture into the ship.
Find all the things. But yeah, the like the water was easy to access, and like getting ice, you could still use the freestyle machines. That's what they use for the soda machines, is the
Yep.
freestyle, which
was so much better than anything
amazing,
else we've had.
amazing. And they had a special Sprite on board,
Yep.
special to Royal Caribbean. It was blue.
Royal Blue Sprite.
Yeah, I didn't try it. Did
It
you
was
try
blue
it?
raspberry Sprite.
See, that would sound
Just out of
delicious.
curiosity, I tried it.
Okay, was it good?
It wasn't bad.
Okay,
I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't go out of my way to get it again.
well, it's because it's only on Royal Caribbean ships.
I'm just saying,
We're not jumping on board immediately.
I need it.
Something you're gonna start craving, and we can only go on Star of the Seas to go get it. That would
Or
suck.
Icon of the Seas.
That would suck. We thought we know of. We don't know.
Well, I believe they do. Like
We think so.
It feels like it's a sister ship for a reason.
I don't know. You could tell because the one day that we did pull up next to the Icon, like definitely they're very much twinsies, but you could
Oh,
tell
yeah.
there was a few like subtle differences to it, but
Well,
not
the
anything.
slide wasn't broke at the time.
Yeah, something like that. Oops.
Which side by side, we were there on our second
Yeah, at
leg
CocoCay.
of the cruise at Coco Cay, and we stayed on the ship to really kind of experience what the ship had to offer during the day at Coco Cay.
Spoiler alert. Nothing.
Yeah, it was pretty barren.
Nothing.
I don't know, there was that random like
There was a dance party, a parade
dance
of
party
some sort.
parade that was out of nowhere. We walked out of the elevator and like walked into the cast of
Which was cool because the first sailing we saw we saw a lot of the previews, like the let's try this out dress rehearsal stuff. And so like there was no costumes, there was no anything. So then when we walked out of the elevator, we're like, oh, there's a starfish. There's a guy dressed as Triton. There's some mermaids. What? Oh, it must be the parade.
it was like a cartoon style
yeah,
costuming.
it was really interesting. And it was done to like a lot of good pop culture music and stuff. So
Oh,
it was
the music was
cute.
nice. Yeah, for sure.
It was pretty cute. But go ahead.
I think the way that I can describe it best is it had all the family friendliness of a Disney cruise,
Mhm.
but with the songs and entertainment of like a Virgin cruise always playing. So it kind of puts that in the middle.
You mean like the music playing in the
Yeah.
there was
Music
areas where you
playing.
could
It felt like
vibe,
music was always vibing.
live music
Yeah.
up on deck in multiple spots. DJs spinning in the adults only area,
Wiki wiki whack.
something like that.
Hideaway DJ.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And even when we went into the kids area, on Coco Cay Day when we went to go get lunch, and there was like we're walking through, and there's like they're actually playing Disney music, and we were like,
that was the
we
weirdest.
were so tripped out. We're like, where are we for a
Weirdest
second?
experience.
I mean, you're
to date.
outside because you're still on the ship, but it's an open air area,
It's
and
called
we're
the
like,
dockside,
no, that was Surfside.
surfside. Sorry.
Surfside is where the kids' splash pad area was, and so like we're walking through, and that's where we stopped to get our special lemonades because that's Eric's favorite.
Lemonade
thing.
in a pouch, everyone.
Lemonade in a pouch.
Lemonade Capri Suns, by far worth every penny I spent on them.
Yeah, we had to upgrade to the refreshment package, the R&R as they put on our little card. Anyway, so that we got the non-alcoholic drink of the day, any specialty non-alcoholic beverages at each of the like specialty restaurants we went to on that second cruise.
Yeah, and that's really what it was for, is to try. In the second leg of the cruise, we had the dining package as well.
We did.
So we were really trying all of the amenities, food and drink wise, minus alcohol. We were still trying to see if we could do it without an alcohol package, because that is,
It
I'm
was
not gonna lie, that
it
was pretty spendy.
It was way spendy.
I think it was like $140 for the first, and then it was a BOGO. You get half off the second.
But they only offered that BOGO deal once you got on the ship. So
Yeah.
don't plan on that, because that could have just been an inaugural sailing type thing where they were trying to make back their money, which, wink, wink, that's what they're trying to do. Like, I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar ship for sure. Like, and you can
You
see
could tell where they spent the $2 billion.
it's money well spent for sure. But yeah, yeah.
Between the drinks and the drink package being, I think we decided you had to have at least 5 to 6 like real drinks a day to make
Yeah.
it worthwhile. Minimum per person.
Yeah. Because you
Um,
do have to pay per day per person with this
yeah.
package. And it's, if the first person in the cabin gets it, the second person in the cabin has to have it too. So you're paying double no matter what. So that's, if you have one person who doesn't drink,
I
the
don't
other
know. I don't
person
know about
better.
that on board though, because they let me buy the refreshment package for myself, but you had to go and buy it later. So I don't.
Again, that was a special, like,
Yeah.
that was a special something.
I don't know.
And they messed that up.
They messed
They
that up
messed it up
so
so
bad.
bad. They did a really good job. It made it a little frustrating that, like, we bought this extra, like, he charged us for the upgrade, but he didn't charge us for the upgrade. He just charged us for the package, which was fine, whatever. And guest services
And then
took
the
care of
back
it.
end side, they had to refund the other
Yeah.
one. It was a
And then they
mess.
were still charging us for drinks, and they're like, "But you have the refreshment package." I was like, "I know." Like, anyway, guest services took care of us. They were really good about it.
I would say that the customer service definitely was on point for
Yeah.
a lot of the support that you needed during
Yeah,
that
the
cruise.
issues. I actually like too that, like, so we had two cabin stewards since we stayed in two different staterooms, but they give you their business card when you first arrive, and they like meet you and say hello. And so you have an extension, so you can call them on your stateroom phone if you ever need anything. And then our first stateroom attendant told us about, there's a QR code that's in your room also that you can scan if you just need towels, if you need a crib, if you have a baby with you, just random stuff would pop up
Yeah,
on
it had a
there.
list of like 15 to 20 different
A bunch
items
of
that you
different
could
things, and you can
request.
choose whatever you wanted to. And so you could use that app to send a little message to your stateroom attendant also that would hopefully get to them, and then you'd get your towels, or you'd get service for your room or whatever, which was really convenient. I liked not having to like stick my head out every time I heard like a cart coming by or something to find out, hey, I need towels or something. Like,
Yeah, that it was definitely really
it
easy
was
to get a
convenient.
hold of the stateroom attendant.
Our first stateroom attendant was very much over me, but he 100%, like,
He was awesome.
he was fantastic. We had laundry because we had done a few days at Disney World prior to jumping on to the Star of the Seas, and so we had laundry. And okay, I saved one of these bags. This is the size of the bag. It's not very large. I will tell you, I think we almost spent as much as we spent in the casino. Not really, but pretty darn close.
We spent almost over $200 on
We spent
laundry.
$200 on laundry. That is the only thing I
was
would
not
say.
thrilled about
I
that.
was not thrilled about that either. But also, versus taking an extra bag of more clothes. Like, we took 3 bags with us.
Mhm.
We had to buy another one because we didn't plan ahead. But whatever. Yeah, I was a little like surprised with the cost of how much that was. Like, I brought laundry soap, and I brought like dryer sheets to be able to do my own laundry, and that wasn't an option. And for a 7-day cruise, that is
That was
my
hard.
that is
Yeah.
my only critique that I have with this ship, is that there wasn't a laundromat for guests to be able to do their own laundry. So if you're going on those 7-day sailings, make sure you plan ahead for that. Either give yourself an onboard credit ahead of time, knowing that you're going to spend X amount of money, or bring your extra bag of clothes because you're going to need it.
Yeah, I do got to give Disney credit for that.
Yeah.
Having that laundry facility on board with as many
Yeah,
kids and for some of those longer day cruises, it is a requirement.
it is. That's the things we look for now, again, as we get older. And I don't understand people who can go with like just a carry-on size bag for a week. Again, unless you're going to plan on spending X amount of money on laundry every time.
No, I
Like,
just don't think they're clothed all the time.
oh, that's probably it too. I mean, a bikini doesn't take up a lot of space.
No, it doesn't. And We don't we don't
We
we don't
we
live that lifestyle.
we are not so average people, and therefore our clothes are bigger also. So we have to take a larger suitcase a
Yeah.
piece. So, and we like to change for dinners. We like to do the theme stuff, which I have to say, their new Millennium Party that they did,
It was a lot of fun.
it was a lot of fun. Like Eric totally broke it down. And if you haven't seen the video of us doing Millennium Trivia, we won because of his sweet dance skills.
My sweet dance skills, everyone.
Sweet dance skills.
Sweet dance skills.
His little Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again.
Don't hate.
I wasn't hating. I was cheering you on.
Yeah, we definitely got a little known for that.
Yeah. People would cut. We were in the casino. We did a which they have a casino on board. Spoiler alert. We did a blackjack tournament and we did a slot tournament, and it was really funny because they'd see Eric and they'd go, Utah! Yeah, which was really funny because then they'd know, then they'd be like, Utah's wife! I'm like, that's me.
That was known until you almost won the blackjack tournament.
Yeah, I got third in blackjack tournament, which was kind of fun because that was all luck. It just truly was.
From across the room, I'm yelling, "Go all in!"
And I did it.
And then she hit a blackjack, everyone. It was the luckiest throw
Again,
I've seen.
I
her
got
do in a
super
long
lucky.
time.
I didn't do it. The dealer did it. I had zero things to do with it. Zero. And then the slot tournament was the first time I've ever done one of those. And I don't know that my arms could take doing that again. Like, that was intense.
It was like,
You're literally just going like this, and then ding, 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 to stars.
you got to hit the stars on the wall, and then you hit a button, and it hits more stars.
I promise we didn't just have a seizure, ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't listening to our audio.
Yeah, it was really intense. And then you'd see yourself in first, and then you're in last. All of a sudden, you're like, "What just happened? How did I lose?"
Because you can't pay attention to what the leaderboard is doing, because then you're gonna miss your stars, you're gonna miss your thing, and you're literally just hitting that button.
And it's 3 minutes. It's the longest 3 minutes ever.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, Lulu. Yeah, you came and said hi. What did you think about the dining venues on board? We did main dining for the first part of the cruise, like for our 4-day, and then we did specialty dining on the 3-day. What did you think was better?
And we did my time dining too.
We did, yeah.
We didn't do
highly recommend.
We didn't do like a planned dining hall or anything else like that. We did have options on when we could go dine.
Like either it was a 5:30 dining or a 8:30 dining or something like that.
It was like every half an hour you could sign up for the dining. All in all, the food was pretty good. It definitely had a lot of options for dinner. I ate French onion soup like 6 times.
You did. Which he was like, I love French onion soup. And then it happened that he got it again the next day, and the next day it was on the menu. It was pretty funny.
It felt like they didn't actually recook it was just the same, but it was getting better with time. I think that the desserts, they were all right. I wouldn't say that
they didn't blow you away.
They didn't blow me away. They were like pretty standard. The food was in the main dining was relatively good. I think the bread service could have been a little bit better from that point of view.
I loved our bread service.
I felt like it was the same 3 types of bread.
It was, but they were always soft and they were edible. Like how many times have we gone on a cruise ship and like we get rocks? Like enough times that we're mentioning it now.
And I would say, I mean, the baguette I pretty much dunked in French onion soup the entire time. I get it, but it felt like the same 3 types. It was,
yeah.
Bread.
There wasn't variety.
But you go up to the buffet, and there's a whole wall of bread.
There was. The Windjammer had like, I feel like Hallelujah music every time you turn the corner, and there's just like Carb City. Like I was just like,
so much bread.
Oh, that looks so good.
And it's the same bread from the Windjammer too. Yeah. So I'm like, just bring like extra bread.
I'm sure we could have asked for it. We just didn't. However, I did ask for lemons multiple times, ladies and gentlemen.
She got no lemons.
No lemons.
We honestly didn't see a lemon till probably the second to last day, and it was in the lemonade.
No, it was the last night of Giovanni's. You got it in your random drink that you don't know what it
Oh
was.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
That's
was the
right.
lemon. The other one was an orange. But yes, I was like, even just give me a lime. Like, give me options. Like, I asked our server, I asked our beverage server, I even asked the head waiter. Yeah, sure, we'll get that for you. No lemons.
She got 0
No
lemons.
lemons. Could have gotten scurvy, y'all. Could have gotten scurvy.
I doubt
I
that,
would have gotten
but
scurvy.
I mean, it would have been interesting.
Oh well. Okay, so I'm sorry, I interrupted because of my lemon story.
Oh, the lemon story is great.
It wasn't at the time.
It was awesome at the time too. I thought it was
It was
hilarious.
pretty funny.
I thought it just became a running joke. I thought at one point they were doing it on purpose. And I'm like, did I tell them to do it on purpose? No, this was not me. I did
Yeah,
not
it
plan
wasn't you
it.
saying no, don't. She doesn't need them. Don't bring it to her. No,
Um,
that's not what happened. But that's okay.
but yeah, it was definitely a good.
So, out of the specialty restaurants that we tried, we did four of them. We did the teppanyaki. We did the Chops Grill, which is a steakhouse. We did Pier 7, which was at the dockside. We did that one for lunch. And that was more of like lunch dinner stuff, but I feel like it was more of a lunch menu than it was a
Yeah,
dinner menu. And then we
actually a
did
brunch menu because they had
they did
pancakes and
have
waffles on
they
it.
did
I
have that too. They
I
had
actually
like
really
eggs
liked that one
Benedict. And then Giovanni's we did. So out
by
of
far,
those, yeah,
100%, no question. Giovanni's, all day, every day. That place is amazing.
I rolled out of there. I was so uncomfortable that night.
That was the best food that we had on the entire cruise.
And we knew it was going to be. It smelled so amazing.
As you're walking by, and because we would walk on deck 6
hmm
to go through, because
hmm
you got out of the main traffic of the
Yeah,
mall,
everyone else was on deck 5.
um, you could just smell it, and it smelled amazing every single time. And even as we walked by the first time, and they had just like plates of meatballs just sitting there, I'm like, I'm in,
Yeah, that was really the
I'm
decision
in.
maker. Eric's like, how many times can we eat there? And the guy was like, well, you could eat here every time if you want to. And then we tried. We tried multiple times to go there for lunch because he's like, you're gonna want to go there more than once because you want to try everything, which is what we essentially wanted to do. And so the maitre d' there was like, oh, come back, we'll take care of you. Come back, we'll take care of you. We came back, he could not take care of us. We came back again, he could not take care of us. I'm like,
He tried though.
he tried really hard. And so then when we finally made it for dinner, we're like, we're here. We actually have the reservation this time. And he's like, oh, I got you. Don't worry. We got you. And I'm
Great
like,
service though.
100% great service. But it was like, yeah, way too much food for one sitting for sure. And yeah, yeah, best food, best pizza for sure that we had the entire time. It was so good.
It really was.
Really. Oh, and like I got a charcuterie tray for my appetizer. You got the meatball. Mind you, this meatball is like the size of my
My
fist, your
fist,
fist.
yeah.
Like it was pretty big. So for an appetizer, I was already full, but the charcuterie tray like stayed the entire time.
Yeah.
Like for us to like nibble on and whatever.
But
So
that pizza.
the pizza was freaking delicious. Like we could have just ordered that pizza only and been very happy. And we
I
probably should have only done that.
well, and then I had the lasagna.
Yeah. I had the
I don't
chicken
know if it was the
Alfredo.
best lasagna I had, but it was definitely good from a classic point of view.
My Alfredo was delicious.
Uh,
It was so good. I know you don't like that, but it was so good. That's the one that I wish we would have had like bread service with. But
yeah,
also,
we
I
had
didn't.
two rolls, and they were delicious. Those were baked.
Hmm. Oh
With
yeah, we did eat those at the
yeah.
beginning. I was like, "What are you talking
It was
about?"
they were gone in a bite.
Yeah, because we ate those first because we were told to come hungry and we did. Like we had like a really early lunch,
Yeah.
and so yeah, we came hungry for sure. And then we left very uncomfortably full. But yeah, that was our best restaurant. What did you think of the teppanyaki?
It needed garlic.
It did need garlic. It was very sad.
We had a, and I'm all for people that are allergic and saying that they're allergic and doing all of the allergy friendly things.
hmm
But unfortunately, they said no garlic on the rice, and I don't know if you've had teppanyaki rice. You need to have garlic in that rice. It needs to be bathing in garlic butter.
Yeah.
So that was a little off.
I mean, it didn't taste bad. It was just
No, it still
drier
tasted
than
good. It just
normal.
I wanted it to be a little bit more
Yeah.
punched up.
Yeah.
The steak was fine. There was nothing like
It wasn't special.
I didn't feel like it was worth the extra cover charge.
I would agree.
Um, it was still good. The chef was entertaining as all get out.
He was.
He was amazing. The experience was good. The food was just
Yeah, it was just meh.
I expected a little bit more because I was paying a lot more for
Yeah.
it.
I like Chop's Grill though. The
Oh,
steakhouse was
Chop was
so good.
amazing.
Like between Chops and Giovanni, I think I would go to both of those again, hands down in a heartbeat. Like I would make sure to book those again. Like those I felt were worth it.
I think if I was going with somebody else, I'd probably go to Hooked,
Yeah.
just because it's so fish overload, and that's just not your thing.
I don't eat fish.
But just the menu looked really good. They did have steaks, but it was surf and turf style pairings. I walked by it a couple times. It looked very classic boathouse.
Yeah.
Um, and it was right next to the Aqua Theater, which was one of my favorite shows.
We were actually supposed to eat at Hooked that night, but that was the only time we could get Giovanni's, and I'm not sad that we got
Oh, I'm
Giovanni's
not sad at
instead.
all about it.
But we were supposed to eat there, and that would have been really convenient because we could have sat on the outside table and watched the show and
Yeah,
everything.
it
That was the Torque was the
Torque
show.
was just phenomenal.
Not torque with your butt, torque like torque on like an Allen wrench, or
Yeah,
because it's a high adrenaline show
all gas, no brake.
for sure. And
Literally all gas, no brake.
it was fantastic.
It was a combination of dance. It was a combination of dive. It was a combination of water,
Synchronized swimming.
synchronized swimming. It was slack rope. It was tight rope. It was
Aerials.
aerials. They had like almost like silks, but with full on ropes. And then they topped the whole thing off with some motorbikes and a ball.
Yeah.
It was just all go.
Yeah, and it was good. And we sat in what they called the splash zone, and I definitely got splashed a few times, but it wasn't like I wasn't soaked.
Oh no, they were all up in my face though.
I know they were, but I was literally right next to you, and like the bottom half of my dress was definitely soaked, but I wore a dress that happened to dry fast, so that's good.
It was really a great show.
Yeah, that was worth it for sure to see that one. The other one we saw there was three total. There was Soul, SOL, and that was the ice skating show, which was cute. It's not what I expected it to be.
Ice rink on the sea. It was definitely something I haven't seen before. I know they have multiple of them, but
Yes.
this is the first time I've seen a show on ice.
I mean, the storyline was pretty easy to follow for the most part, but there was parts of it that I was like, where are they going with this? Like, I thought they were doing like full elements, not just the sun. Like when we first started it, because they like had like a wind. They had
Well, so the way that I understood it,
Okay.
let me
Okay.
kind of break it down. As they started east coast to west coast, as the sun was rising and
Oh.
falling through the country, because they started in the islands and in New York, Boston, went into Texas, went into Arizona, went into the
I get
west
that they,
coast
they
side.
ended in California. Like I understand like the progression of going through the US, but I was still a little like I didn't understand the beginning part of it, I guess. But I didn't need to.
Yeah, I mean, the sun was rising. That's all there is to it. But the extreme skaters, they were like flipsies and splitsies on the ice while it was moving through the sea.
Yep.
It wasn't the lightest sea day either.
Yeah, we had just left Coco Cay that night.
So they were on the B-way back to
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah. And yeah, there was ramps that they were jumping off of on their ice skates. Like it was pretty intense a couple times where I was
Yeah.
like, eek.
I'm like, yep, you're dead.
They weren't. Spoiler
No, they
alert.
did great.
Spoiler alert. So, and then we saw Back to the Future, which sadly
Yeah.
had a couple like malfunctions at like the worst opportune
Okay, here's my thing
time.
with that one. I understand you can't do Back to the Future. I understand it's a musical. But at least the music should make sense. I didn't follow it.
They took it off Broadway, and we
I-
weren't excited to see it on Broadway. So, but we decided to give it a chance. But I get you.
I was like, and I heard somewhat good things about the off-Broadway version of it. So I'm like, yeah, I'll be open-minded.
Cut
I
to he about fell asleep.
fell asleep.
I had to make sure he woke up so he wasn't snoring.
Yeah, it was not great.
No. I mean, it was cute. The end was good. They had some cool special effects, but other than that, meh,
Yeah, yeah.
meh. So, but we also the last night we did the comedy club also. That was pretty entertaining. It was a lot
Oh,
shorter. Like I assumed it was going to be a longer show, but it was like an hour
it
and
was
that was
still a
it.
good. It was a good
It was a
solid
good hour.
15, 20 minutes a piece.
Yeah.
Some good sets for sure.
Yeah, it was good. But would you sail it again?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
Would you sail it again for a third time?
Maybe,
Okay.
maybe. Um, I'd probably give a different style ship a chance, but
Okay.
it'll be really hard to top how exciting that ship was.
hmm One thing they have on board that is a specialty dining that we were very we didn't know a whole lot about it going into it. They had limited information available online because it was an inaugural sailing. They wanted to keep things a surprise. But it's called the Lincoln Park Supper Club. On the icon
Oh,
they
I would
have
absolutely do that.
they have what it's a New York style
It's
theme,
New York and Chicago.
but I forgot what the name of the one was on the icon. But anyway, so the one in on the star is the Chicago one, and so it's the Lincoln Park Supper Club, and it's based in the 1920s to 1926-ish. So very much flapper, very much
They have a four-piece
four-piece band
band.
orchestra. It is a full dinner experience. You
Yep.
get wine pairings, champagne pairings with each of your courses. It is very much an upcharge, which is why we were like
It's like $200 more a person.
$200 a person.
And you have to
Um,
be in full
you have to
jacket,
be, yes,
pants.
men need to be in jacket, like suit jacket, that type of thing. And most ladies were dressed in flapper attire, and it's very much an experience. And we were able to walk in and kind of see after the dinner time what it looked like, what the setup was, and it's gorgeous. If you're into that era, if you're into that style, if you're into jazz music and want to go and have that type of experience, 100% I would recommend it. Just know again, it's going to be an add-on. So, um, speaking of additional add-ons, though, Coco Cay.
Whoa, talk about paying for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I was ready for it going in because I saw it on, but it literally felt like you paid for everything once you got off that ship.
I mean, your food was included as long as you went to the right
Yeah,
restaurants.
you had to go to the right restaurants.
Your drinks, again, if you had your card and
Yeah,
you
if
had like
they
a
did
soda
have the
package, your
freestyle,
drink
yeah,
stuff would follow through. You still got ice cream if you found the ice cream thing.
it was. They were pretty much all over the place too.
But in your stateroom, they leave you this little thing of like what to bring on Coco Cay, where your complimentary stuff is, where your a la carte is, what it's available, each of the things, and then the attractions that are available on there too. If you'd like more information on this, definitely reach out to us. I'm happy to like send a screenshot or whatever to you so you can see this. But it was our first time there. Again, we went twice. The first time on the 4-day cruise, and with that, we went to the adults only Hideaway Beach, which
It was awesome.
gorgeous,
It was
100%
awesome.
gorgeous. Would I normally pay for that again? No.
It's hard to pay for that when I get it for free on Disney.
Correct. It's included on Disney. That's all we kept saying. I mean, the hammocks were cool.
The
The
hammocks are
swing,
awesome.
the swing was cool. The little lagoon area was really nice. Saw lots of fish.
The beach and the island was
Gorgeous.
gorgeous. Like it is well maintained. You could tell they definitely put money into it,
hmm
and that's why it costs so much.
Yeah.
You do get what you pay for, but it just seems a little bit more. Like I did like seeing the real pools
Yeah.
instead of the ocean. Sometimes I prefer to go into a pool versus the ocean. Um, I thought that was
Which was an option.
fantastic.
Like
Yeah,
we did definitely have that option. I think if I was to do it again, I would definitely still do the Hideaway of the adults only beach again on Royal Caribbean. I for sure only because the family areas and the more open areas, it seemed like it was a little bit harder to find a spot to
yeah.
be. Like whereas
Especially looking at it the second time
yeah,
when we were
the
looking
two
down
mega
at it,
ships, yeah.
those were
Yeah,
packed.
which we did on purpose. We knew I knew. Wait, process of deduction and research that Icon was going to be there the same time we were on the second cruise. So we wanted to experience the island the first time when a smaller ship was possibly going to be there, or we were going to be the only ones. And
But
it worked
there
out.
were definitely 2 ships both days.
Definitely 2 ships both days. It was, you could tell it was busy. There was a tram that took us to the hideaway. You could walk, but it was a heck of a walk. So definitely take the tram if you can. Yeah, 100% would do it again. Just, I appreciated the fact that we got there even late. We didn't get off the ship super early, and you could tell some people did because they were front and center right there on the ocean.
Someone likes to sleep in. I'm not going to say who that is, but it's her.
Yeah, it's definitely me. But we were still got couple loungers. We had an umbrella. We didn't have to fight for anything, which was also different. Like when we went on Bimini with on Virgin, like we went late thinking, oh, it'll be fine. Nope.
Oh, there was no space at all.
There was
like
no
all
space
the way to
on
the
Bimini.
ocean.
Yeah.
Like it was packed.
It was packed. So, but at least on Royal, they planned ahead, and there was plenty of chairs, and there was plenty of umbrellas, and plenty of shade spots, and it was fantastic. The cabanas looked really cool. We did not have it in our budget to get a cabana this time, and quite honestly, go ahead.
If you had 6 or more people, it's
Worth
cheaper to do a cabana than it is to have each person do individual, because it's included in the price of admission essentially. So if you've got a group, it's well worth it.
It's well worth it. So that's something that definitely we would do different next time. Excuse me again with my hiccups. If we have more people who want to travel with us, which we're happy to do. So if anybody wants to do some, we have some trips planned already, and we have some more that are going to be coming down the pipe. So my goodness, Lulu, she knows we're planning to do stuff. So if anybody's interested and wants to travel the Not So Average Way, hit us up. We're happy to share the information and to have you on our journey. So, speaking of which, that was rude. She just bit me. She's so spicy right now. Labor Day weekend. Obviously, I hope everyone's having a safe and fun time, doing something relaxing. But there's a lot of promotions that are currently going on. This is my travel agent hat going on. A lot of promotions going, a lot of things that are going to be ending at the end of the weekend. So if you're interested and are looking at planning something for holidays this year, spring break, now's the time to book. Currently with Royal Caribbean, if you guys are interested, we, as Not So Average Vacations, are doing if you book the Star of the Seas with us, we have some swag that we're giving away. I won't tell you what it is, but it's pretty awesome. As well as $50 of onboard credit per reservation. So if you're interested in that promotion is going to run until the middle of September, 13th, I believe. Yes, the 13th of September. And then if you are not sailing on the Star of the Seas, you still get the $50 of onboard credit, plus the promotions that at Royal is still running, which is 60% off your second guest, plus kids are sailing free. So
it's definitely worth it.
Definitely worth it. Get the holiday travel booked, get next summer booked, get spring break booked. Now's the time to do it. I've got spicy pants on, Lulu.
Yep.
Jeez.
With that, it's probably time to wrap up the show today.
Lulu says she's done, ladies and gentlemen.
Done, everyone.
She's finished.
All right.
Okay. Hopefully we will see you next time if I have arms and body lift. If not, you all know it was Lulu's fault. But we hope everyone's having a good weekend. Hope everyone's having a good time. Have any questions about Star of the Seas or anything we experienced, please shoot us a line. We're happy to answer and start planning some things with you. Okay, everyone have a good day.
Follow and subscribe.
Bye.